Bangladesh India cannot step in, but it can pressure US right and wrong. If nothing else, the saga of the arrest of the militant Hindu monk Chinmoy Krishna Das Prabhu on sedition charges has removed our blinkers from the present dispensation in Bangladesh. With each passing day, the remaining ambiguities over the nature of the regime that assumed charge after toppling Sheikh Hasina's government on August 5 have been erased. First, it is now clear that the center of power has shifted quite decisively to the Islamists who have the support of the students who were in the forefront of the anti-Hasina demonstration. Chief advisor and Nobel Prize winner Muhammad Yunus may be nominally at the helm, but events over the past 4 months have shown that both he and his NGO nominees exist at the mercy of those who seek to overturn the legacy of the 1971 liberation from Pakistan. The reset Eunice referred to in an interview to Voice of America 2 months ago may will be confined to restoring the sanctity of institution that had been divulged by corruption, but the others propping up his regime clearly have other ideas. If unchecked, there is very possibility of Bangladesh becoming an Islamist enclave with ominous consequences for eastern India. Second, because of the increasing political influence of the Islamists, the condition of Bangladesh Hindu minority has become more precarious since the Hindu community by and large were supporters of the Awami League. They bore the worst of the political recriminations after August 5. However, the persecution of the political leadership of the Hindus was coupled with a targeted move to create insecurity among the 1.3 crore Hindu population. According to the Bangladesh Hindu Buddhist Christian Unity Council, there were 2010 incidents of attacks on minorities between August 4 and 20, and another 57 incidents between August 22 and October 12. Some 1,705 families and 50,000 people were affected by the first wave of violence. Additionally, 69 places of worship, mainly Hindu temples, were attacked, vandalized, and set on fire. This year's Durga Puja in Bangladesh was held amid restriction on the use of loudspeakers and a climate of fear. Third, in the past, the persecution of Hindus invariably led to members of the community voting with their feet and crossing into India using either legal or illegal means. At independence, the Hindu population of East Pakistan was around 23%, but by 2022 it had shrunk to just 8%. Part of this exodus owed to the insecurities of living in a quasi Islamic state. However, it also followed a deliberate move by Islamists since 1947 to cleanse Bangladesh of the cultural influence of Hindus. For example, the bulk of the refugees who crossed over to India after the Pakistani army crackdown in 1971 were Hindus. The majority of them did not return to independent Bangladesh. This year, there was a discernible shift in the Bangladeshi Hindu response to persecution, thanks to the leadership provided by the likes of Chinmoy Krishna Das and many of his former colleagues in ISKCON. There were large protest demonstrations by Hindus in places such as Dhaka and Chittagong. Rather than try and flee to India, the leadership put across the message that Bangladesh was also their country and that they would stand and fight for their rights. This has pitted the Hindu community in direct conflict with those who look to complete the original Pakistani design of a Hindu free East Pakistan. Finally, the response of New Delhi to the regime change and persecution of Hindus has been significantly different, as opposed to past governments that view the issues affecting Bangladeshi Hindus as an internal matter of a neighbor. The Narendra Modi government has made it clear that the harassment and persecution of Hindus in Bangladesh is very much India's business too. At the same time, India has more or less closed its borders and tightened its visa regime to prevent another Hindu exodus to West Bengal, Assam, and Tripura. The message is clear: India wants the Hindus of Bangladesh to fight for their rights from within. There are no easy choices for India. Direct intervention would be internationally unacceptable and would play into the hands of the symbolic unionist regime. Although unpopular with domestic authorities, a more viable option is to exercise patience and allow the political and economic crisis confronting Bangladesh to come to a head. At the same time, after the Trump administration assumes charge, India must put pressure on the State Department and intelligence agencies in the US to clean up the mess it created in the guise of restoring democracy. India must make it clear that it cannot countenance a regressive and hostile Islamist regime on its eastern borders. How the cleansing should happen need not be the subject of a public debate.